Okay, now I need to remember what I was doing yesterday. I think I got the items there. Yeah, I did. Okay, what am I supposed to be doing? Yeah, I need to go to Stormhill. As always, the setup is always really long. Okay, but hopefully the setup shouldn't be as long as the other builds that I do. Kinda have a good plan already. I need to get as strong as possible, as early as possible, to go to Altos and then to Oriza's Hero's Grave, so I can defeat the Crucible Knight duel there. And that's when the challenge starts, because then I'm gonna be using only Crucible Knight's gear. Oh, hello, cutie. I'm glad that you're here now. Oh, I forgot about the wolves. Last build, I found out a way of avoiding those wolves, but I keep forgetting to do it. So I'm still having to deal with them. Hello, Roderica. Well, I woke up a couple of hours ago. I didn't had much happening today. Today's kind of being my day off, so I'm just gonna be streaming for the whole day. So, I guess you're gonna be happy with this because I'm gonna be here for a long while. As I said on my notification on the server, I have at least 8 hours of free time. At least. It could be more. Yes, I'm gonna have to buy Quick Step from him because I don't have... Oh wait, those are... That's root resin. That's really good. It's really good when we have materials like this right next to a site of grace. Super easy to farm them. And I can never find root resins near a site of grace. That's really useful. You use root resins to make every kind of grease in the game. So to make greases, you need the elemental item that you're gonna be using, and then a root resin. As you can see, I can make a lot of blood greases. Yeah, really good to know. And making greases are usually pretty easy. So to make the blood greases, you only need blood roses that you can farm in the Fort Heights, where you get the recipe for making them. I think to make fire greases you only need the smoldering butterflies, which has a farming spot around here too. They're always pretty easy to make. And I forgot to change my physic flask. I'm gonna be needing that. Because I need strength and more heavy, more power on my heavy attacks. Look, I really like wolves, but they are so annoying in this game. Oh, more root resin. Alright, so how much more damage can we get? 15 extra points. This early in the game is actually pretty good. They're not that different from dogs in every Souls game. It's just that in this game, wolves can ambush you by spawning from thin air somehow. That's the annoying part. Like the new annoying parts. Because other than that, they're just the regular dogs that we always have to deal with. I think I'm gonna be making fire greases, so let's take those. I don't remember if they respawn. I hope they do, in case I need more. What do you drop? Okay, you don't explode. Good to know. Okay, they don't drop anything. So I don't have the recipe for making more greases. Okay, am I gonna be killing Alexander early? I guess I'll have to do it. Because Crucible Knights weapons are really good for using Ashes of War.
Oh, I am these. I just give and I'll pop. Don't dally. Give it your all,
It's gonna be a good idea to have this item as early as possible. Alright.
Well, once again, I and beyond and upon this side doesn't
I'm so sorry, Alexander.
What are you playing at? Wait, I see. I see now. Humans all
You're so weak too. So weak. Ask from software. I don't know why they keep putting useful items inside of my friends. It's not easy to take items from inside of them without doing that. Like, either way, Alexander have to die. Doesn't matter if you're gonna complete his quest or not. Alexander always have to die. So you can get that item. Yeah, but then it wouldn't be a From Software game. From Software games never have any kind of happy endings. Like, never.
There's almost
Hello, D.
a
How you
tarnished,
doing?
are ya? Unknown as sea.
Yeah, you're still as rude as always.
If it need
What an asshole.
and worse yet, if you val-
You know, it's always those stupid guys in golden armor and expensive cloth on top of that that they don't like looking at you when you're talking.
the village turned back.
Those rich boys. Just because yes. Why not? Wait, if you start as a vagabond and then you come here to that merchants back there and you buy another halberd, you can power stance the best halberd in this game and keep doing the jumping attack strategy that I used on my last build. That strat is really good. Especially if you have enough endurance just to spam that. Unfortunately, it was literally my second boss, so I didn't had a lot of endurance to do that. But it was still very effective. Double halberd is really good for jumping attacks only, because the regular moveset is really bad. It's so slow and awkward. Alright, it's time to go run through the entirety of Caelid, grabbing items. I just need to avoid the trigger for the man-eater invasion, because I'm definitely not strong enough to deal with that guy. She's too strong. Okay, what can I make now? Not a lot, I imagine. Yeah. Caelid is such a cool place, very interesting, have a really nice and unique look, but I'm pretty sure I never explore these bits of the area. I always go around because there's never nothing of useful to me in this area here. I don't even know what's there, but I never had to go down there. The earth tree looking nice as always. I just think that it looks way better when it's burning. So much cooler. Ah, so it's there where you find the Saint Trina's straight sword. I never used that. I think I never used sleep. Like, never. Not even when I was starting this game and struggling against the Godskin duo, which is usually when people use sleep.
Forgive me. To determine if you had the it seems torrent, whereas I may.
I just kept trying until I just killed them. Maybe I should kill Grail and get as much vigor as possible before going to fight the Crossbow Knights, so I can have more chances of surviving. Like, it's a boss in Altus Plateau, so it's a bit high scaled for my character at the moment. I really need to prepare to go there. Yeah, definitely. If not one shot, it will probably feel like a one shot because I'm definitely gonna be getting attacked by both of them at the same time. Because you know how stupid this game is. From Software doesn't like giving you a fair fight. Dude, I forgot to kill this dragon on my Dragon Hunter build. I totally forgot about Exyx. Okay, now we have a big problem. That guy can definitely one-shot me. And he's really good at following you. As you can see, he almost got me. I tried. I really tried that. But if you try to get the cavalry as close as possible to the dragon, he despawns and go back to his spawn point. And the same happens if you try to bring the dragon to the Knight's Cavalry area. And it's basically impossible to make both of them meet in the way there, because if you go too far away from one of them, they despawn, so there's no way you can attract both of them. Also, 3 bosses, one next to the other. There's the dragon there, the Knight's Cavalry here, and right here there's the Deathrite bird. Okay, I definitely can get one shot here. Okay, I'm managing to avoid that. Well, it's kind of far compared to the other 3 bosses. When I said that they are near, I mean like a few steps of distance. It's not that far. Like, let me show you. Here is Deathrite Bird. Here is Knight's Cavalry, and here is the dragon. Oh, New is right here on this little area here. So it's quite far from this line of bosses down here. Also, I'm definitely gonna wait for the extra rounds, especially since I have the effects of the gold scarab because of the golden leaves. So I'm getting even more runes. And as soon as I said that, the effect stopped. I'm so unlucky, dude. Okay, at least they are dying quite fast. Let's watch them. Yeah, relaxing fireplace. A fireplace made out of bodies and fallen warriors and scarlet rot mushrooms. This place must have a really bad smell. Oh, I should go get Crag Blade. It's gonna be really useful. Okay, I think I need at least 18 strength to be able to use the sword with both hands. Ah, yeah, definitely. Whole Kaled must have a really bad smell. Yeah, I'm sorry if this is still boring. I really need those runes. And I can't do much other than just wait here and watch them. Also, do you know the internet Japanese mascots, Chitan? Like, they are really famous and popular. For some reason, they liked one of my posts yesterday. That's so random and weird. Like, it's not an impersonator or something. It's the actual accounts. It's so weird. Okay, I think they are all dead. So I'm gonna go get the Crag Blade. Wow, you never heard of them, but I'm pretty sure you must have saw them at least one time. They have a really big presence on the internet. I highly doubt. Chitan. You can check on my Blue Sky because I made a post about that. But yeah, I don't think this is gonna help me with anything. Must have been just something random. Not that I care about that, just it was really random. Caught me by surprise. Just one more point, dude. Just 1 point. And I definitely don't have enough runes. Well, I just need 1,000 runes. Huh. Yeah, I'm gonna have to use another one. Alright, so if my math is right, and I really think it's not because I'm terrible at math, I should be able to use Ordorvi's Greatsword with both hands right now. Oh fuck. Somehow I survived? Anyways, if my math is correct, I should be able to use Ordovic's Greatsword with two hands. So I can just go there and get the weapon if I want. I'm gonna be able to use it. Now the only challenge I need to deal with is to actually get the weapon. I need to win a duel fight against two very tough enemies. I think it's pretty easy to parry them, so I should get something to parry with. Like a shield or a dagger. Even if I could get summons, I don't know if I have enough mind to summon them. I don't have a lot of FP, only 78 FP. And that summon at +0 wouldn't be very useful in a high level fight like that. A summon that's very useful is skeletons, because they can just keep reviving if the enemy doesn't hit them while they are reviving. But the problem is Crucible Knights deal holy damage. Skeletons are very weak to holy damage. So my skeletons will definitely be getting one shots. Alright, cutie. I remember the first time I came here and I wasn't very familiar with this game, so this place was so scary and hard. I was dying so much. Now it's just easy. Very easy. Now I can come here so early in the game and still have an easy time. Can just come here and get all the items I want. Not even that Abductor Virgin scares me anymore, because I can just run away and get all the goodies. Can just keep grabbing items, useful stuff. Please, sir, don't shoot me. Thank you very much. Okay. Dodging bullets. As usual. I don't really need to come here. But that's a Smithing Stone 6. And I'm not gonna say no for an early Smithing Stone like this. I kinda don't want to lose my run, so I'm gonna keep restarting the game. Now I can just get away from here. Alright, where can I safely jump down? Is there anything useful on top of this rooftop? No. Just a safe way down. Okay, now I have access to some very good fire damage. What do I have to do? Ah yes, I need to keep exploring Caelid. Okay, I'm back. I went to grab a fan to blow me because it's really hot. Really hot. Okay, I need to go get another golden seed and then go up to the Church of Plague so I can get another sacred tier. Just getting as many flask upgrades as possible to give me more chances of surviving. I'm really gonna need them. I'm gonna need you for something. No. Probably not. Probably not. I really don't think I'm gonna be needing that. Well, maybe. Maybe I'm gonna need in case I want to use the spells. Oh fuck. The Roar Medallion actually increases the damage of the Crucible Knight's Fire Breath by 15%. But when it comes to the Dragon Communion spells, it's only 10%. I could try the Rotten Stray Ashes. If they can live long enough to proc rots on the Crucible Knights. Okay, let's go get the secret portal. That it's not that secret. Wait, I need to get a death root. Okay, I'm gonna get later. I don't need it now. But yeah, I actually need to get a death root so Gurrank can give me the claw mark seal. Since this build is gonna be a split between strength and faith, that seal is the best option for me to deal as much damage as possible with the Crucible Knight spells. You would have assumed that I should take like the Earth Tree seal, so it can boost the damage on Crucible Knight spells because they are Earth Tree spells, but no, that doesn't happen. There's no seal that increases the damage on Crucible Knight spells, which is quite a shame. I really think that the Earth Tree seal should do that. It's not like Crucible Knight spells are broken or good, at least. Could have been really good to have that extra boost. Hello, Beck. How you doing? I'm always gonna keep making the same joke. I hope people don't mind that. Uh, I'm sorry, cutie. I really hope you can get better soon. There's quite a few. There's the I don't remember the name of none of them, but there's one where you charge with your shoulders, like spike shoulders. There's a breath attack, and there's a tail attack. And the DLC added 2 more Crucible Knights spells. One where you summon holy light from above, and another one where you shoot spines. I don't know if there's more. Did I mention the fire breath attack? Well, there's that too. So there's quite a few Crucible Knight spells. Just none of them are particularly good. They're just there. Well, one of them deals fire damage. I think all of the other ones are holy damage. But holy damage is pretty good. Just not against 3 bosses. There's only 3 bosses in this whole game where holy damage is bad. People keep saying that holy damage is bad, but they are just exaggerating. It's not that bad. Basically just 3 bosses out of over 20 required bosses to finish the game. People keep complaining about holy damage being bad because Elden Beast and Malekith have 80% resistance to holy damage, but I don't see anyone complaining about magic damage being bad because Renala and Adula have 80% magic resistance. No one says that lightning damage is bad because literally every ancient dragon is basically immune to lightning damage. So yeah, just what happened is probably that when the game came out, one reviewer or one famous YouTuber complained about holy damage being bad, and you know how everyone has this hive mind where they can't think for themselves, they just wait for a YouTuber to give them an opinion so they can repeat that. So they started to repeat the same bullshit about holy damage being bad. And in the past I did so many holy damage builds, even a couple of them that deal only holy damage. And my points is always the same. Holy damage isn't bad. You are the problem. It's not holy damage that's not good enough, you just have skill issue. Well, the lore is different. In the Dark Souls games, they are weak to lightning because of a lore reason. In this game, there's a lore reason for them to not be weak to lightning. In Dark Souls 1, dragons are immortal. They can't die. Unless you peel away their stone scales, because that's what gives them immortality. And the only weakness the original dragons had, the only way of taking away their scales, is by using lightning damage. So ever since that, you know, since every dragon is a descendant of those original dragons, they are all weak to lightning damage. In Elden Ring, dragons are kinda like a kind of demigod. And they have the power of controlling lightning. Lightning actually comes from dragons in this game. So they will not be weak to the magic they use by nature. They are quite resistant against lightning. Because, you know, it's the power they use by nature. Most ancient dragons, they use lightning to cover their bodies so they can be more dangerous. I'm not saying that the regular dragons are resistant to lightning. If you see the ones that don't have the stone scales, they sometimes are pretty weak to lightning damage. They don't use lightning as power too. So it's just the ancient dragons because they have a really good reason to not be weak to lightning. Yeah, some of them are. The wyverns have different resistances depending on which one you're fighting. Like Adula and Smaragd, the glintstone drakes, they are all resistant to magical damage. Exyx, the decaying dragon, because of the disease they are dealing with, the Scarlet Rods, they are extremely weak to fire damage. So I'm pretty sure Exyx have 100% weaknesses to fire damage, so they take double damage from fire. So different drakes have different resistances, but the ancient dragons, they are all really resistant to lightning damage because they are kind of like lightning gods, lightning demigods. And that's also why you can use faith to cast lightning spells in this game. You're using your faith to channel the power of those lightning gods. Yeah. Basically that. They have the red lightning, which the game says that it has basically the same power as the Crucible. or it feels like the Crucible. So the Earth Tree is completely okay with you believing in the power of dragons, because at the end of the day they kinda come from the same place. And you know, that makes a lot of sense, since Placidus Sax is said to be an Elden Lord, way before Godfrey became the first human Elden Lord. So unfortunate how you can't bleed this guy. Ah yeah, Dragon Lord. Really cool guy. No, I'm doing things wrong. And I managed to save that. Impressive. What do you mean? I think he was still gonna be a dragon. Just with 2 extra heads, because he lost 2 heads fighting Bale. The laser attack would definitely be so much more dangerous with 4 heads instead of only 2. Imagine that. Well, Placidus Sax was an Elden Lord, and every Elden Lord needs a god to work with. And Placidus Sax god went away. They left the lands between. And ever since then, Placidus Sax is waiting outside of time, waiting for the return of his god. So yeah, makes sense that he's kind of depressed like that. And he's also weak after fighting Bale. Like, he won. As you can see, Bale is in a way worse shape than Placidus Sax, but it still took a huge toll on him. Alright, I think I'm finished with Caelid. So let's go to Altus Plateau. I mean, I first need to go to Liurnia. First, Liurnia. Huge area with not a lot to do there. Well, we can keep talking about that. You can keep asking stuff about the lore. I still remember a lot of stuff. I know more about Dark Souls though, but I still know quite a lot about Elden Ring. But yeah, I'm really glad that they at least expanded on something, because it's quite annoying how the DLC doesn't mention a lot of stuff from the base game. It doesn't explain a lot of the mysteries in the base game. But at least we had more lore bits about dragons. And Bale is pretty cool. And in Bale's model, you can still see the 2 heads that Placidus Sax lost. They are still biting Bale. They are still stuck in his flesh. And that's really cool. I keep getting stuck on invisible stuff, dude. Hello, wolves. I don't know. It was never explained Exactly. What we can assume is that Baal was really powerful. It's mentioned that Baal is the origin of all wyverns, all drakes. So maybe he was fighting for power. Maybe he was trying to become the new Dragon Lord. Maybe there was a division between ancient dragons and wyverns, like a rivalry or something. Maybe it was a situation like what it's told in the Bible, where we have this god, this really powerful being that it's the leader of all things, and then we have another really powerful being that works for them and are one of his most loyal followers, and then he wants to become as powerful as his master, and then he's cast away from his position of power, and now they are an enemy to the gods, and the gods are hunting him and his kind. Because it's mentioned that when Baal turned against Blastosex, a lot of dragons went with Baal. Just like when Lucifer fell, I think a third of the angels fell with him. And now they are all down here. And the origin of the Dragon Communion Church is that Blastosex created the Dragon Communion Church with the goal of creating dragon hunters so we could go after Baal and his kind to kill all of them and take revenge for what they did to Blastosex.
You're surprised you no matter. No, why don't you? Oh, don't ask.
Alright, I don't need this anymore. Pretty good. So yeah, what I was saying that is that one of the interpretations you could have on Baal's lore is that Baal is basically Dragon Satan. I mean Lucifer. Satan is another guy. Yeah, From Software Games like to take inspiration from lots of things. And Miyazaki also likes to criticize Christianity. It was way more prominent in Demon Souls. If you play that game, there's some very obvious criticism there. But yeah, have you noticed how Moog is basically Satan? It's a demon covered in horns, and he has a trident and uses the powers of fire, and he can corrupt people. Like, Moog is definitely inspired in Satan. In the game files, Moog is even called a demon. I think it's the name that Moog has in the game files is like a demon boss. The 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 Sanguine Nobles are like demon followers or something. So yeah, definitely inspired by that side of Christianity. Okay, time to run. So here, here, then here, here, and here. I'm probably gonna get shot by lobsters. And that's really dangerous. They deal so much damage. Dude, look at the damage they deal. It's so hard to avoid that because there's no way to know when it's coming. And they have so much range. Yeah, they definitely using aimbots. Bunch of cheaters. I'm noticing that I'm getting no viewers today. Um, I think that's normal. I noticed that every Sunday I rarely have any viewers. Maybe everyone is busy with like family gatherings because they usually happen on Sundays. And then Monday is another day that I never get anyone for obvious reasons. Yeah, there's also people that go to the church. So yeah, Sundays are kind of busy for most people. I live alone and I don't have family anymore, so I don't need to worry about that kind of stuff. I don't need to care about that anymore. Yeah, I need to go there. Gather as many smithing stones as possible. In case I need even more blood stuff. What can I do with this? Oh. Cursed blood pots. I don't know if I need that. I never used that. I think it's a pot that you throw at an enemy and that makes your summons focus on that enemy alone. So it's really useful when you notice that your summon is not attacking the right enemy. Like, it's pretty useful on the first phase of Reinala fights. You can throw those pots into Reinala to make your summons focus on her and not the random enemies through the map. So yeah, it's not that useful. There's not a lot of cases where you're fighting more than... I mean, there's a lot of cases where you're fighting more than one enemy at the same time, but in the case of boss fights, it's usually just a dual fight, so it doesn't matter that much. Ah yes, usually people can only kill Reinala on summon only runs because of that item. It feels like it was made only for that. Ah yes, I need projectiles. More lobsters. They're definitely noticing me. Well, they're not. Somehow. That lobster was deaf and blind. Really? I missed? Doing this quick task gives you so many runes. I think a golden rune 6 gives you 2000 runes. That's a lot. I'm gonna do the puzzle here in case I need to use more spells. So I have enough spaces to equip all of them. Alright. I'm not aiming to any level in specific. I just want to get as safe as possible before going there. But when it comes to my weapon, I'm gonna stop at plus 12. Because I don't want to waste my Smithing Stone 5s on a weapon that I'm not gonna be using for the rest of the game. So I'm gonna get my weapon to plus 12, which is pretty easy. There's enough Smithing Stones up to Smithing Stone 4s for me to get that. And then I'm gonna go kill Grail to get a lot of runes so I can level up some vigor. And then, yeah, I'm gonna be ready for the Crucible Knights. Oh, I also should get something that I can parry with. I think I can get golden parry without having to fight with anyone. And I think that increases my parry window. So it's gonna make this fight even more easier. Do I have a shield that I can use? I have a great shield. Holy shit. I need to find a regular shield. And I know where to find it. I have one in mind. Oh fuck. I I didn't got the item. Oh, I got it. Okay, I'm so dumb. They are hands. How can they make noises like that? Like they're screaming and roaring. How are they making those sounds? Like, there's no hole from where those sounds could be coming out. There's no structures that can make those sounds. Like, what? How are they making those sounds? That's the most weirdest thing about those enemies. It's not even that they are living hands. It's that they make noises like that. Okay, I need to test how much damage you take. I could farm them for the brass shield. I just don't have a good opportunity to do that now. But right after the other Site of Grace, then I think it's a good spot for farming. Or I could just go to the Great Gatefront Ruins. Enemies are weaker there, and they are closer to the Site of Grace. Yeah, maybe I should farm for a brass shield. It has a very good guarding boost. Please, wolf, don't see me. Yes, I'm stealth. Okay, I'm done with this area. Now I need to go through here. That's not the closest Site of Grace. I was dumb. Well, I'm in a good place to go here now, and I need to go here, because I'm not gonna have enough Smithing Stone freeze. And I also need the Bow Bearing to buy Smithing Stones later. And I have a striking weapon. That fight will be pretty easy. Oh my god, that's really close. That can definitely one-shot me, no matter my HP. Should I change my weapon for an elemental damage? No, I don't need that. Or maybe I do. Let's have fire. Yes, yes. It's gonna make fighting those guys a bit easier. Let's check the damage. Okay. Not great. What about pure physical? About the same. But it's gonna be better against the boss. So I'm gonna keep like this. Also, Somber Stones, I'm gonna need that. The two weapons I'm gonna be using are always are both level up with Somber Stones. And I missed both of them. Also, I almost killed myself here because I'm naked, so I have the long dodge. My rolls are going extra far because of this. Okay, I'm taking a lot of damage. This is definitely not good. Almost a one-shot with a fully charged R2. Ah, forgot about you. Oh no, I'm dead. Somehow, I'm not dead. Here's the problem. That guy keeps spamming. That's annoying item. Look at this stupid. He was still trying to use that. It's basically the only thing they know how to do it. The only thing they do is to use that fucking item. Like, you have spells. Use spells. The item. I mean, they cost FP. At this point, just use a Glintstone spell. Probably deals more damage. Like a Glintstone Pebble uses less FP and it probably deals more damage. At least with that one, you can pop that and go do something else while it's shooting. No! Stop with that. And I keep getting Digger Staffs. I'm not gonna be doing that challenge now, dude. I'm not doing a minor. I'm pretty sure when I go do the minor build, I'm never gonna find one. Okay, should I go inside here? No, I shouldn't. It's too dangerous. Just run away. Oh fuck, I got shot. And without armor, I probably took a lot of damage. Okay, it wasn't that bad. But now I'm probably in one-shot range. And this place here is quite dangerous. Okay, I can stagger you. Oh good, I can stagger. That's pretty good. Are you the only one down there? Probably not. Guess I'm gonna jump down. I don't care. Okay, I think it was really the only one left. Okay, I need to not hit the other ones. Yeah, got a bunch of useful items. Now I can go kill the Crystalians. Oh wait, it's just one. So it's way easier then. $185. Pretty good considering that I don't have a lot of levels. That was a really nice strafe. Are you dead? No, but that was really good damage. Hammers are so fucking good. Also, the stone is not where it's supposed to be. It's not on the actual tip of the weapon. Look at this. Yeah, this looks wrong. It's just so I can still deal bleed damage. So the stones are not covering the spikes. Double mace. I don't think that's how maces work. It's like if you get a lasagna and you put on top of another lasagna, you have only one lasagna now. I need to get a dagger so I can cast Golden Vow. I only have my halberd now. Maybe I should use my halberd against the Crucible Knights. I don't know. The halberd will probably deal more damage. Well, I'm gonna check their defenses. If they are weaker to strike damage, then I'm gonna be using the Morningstar. If they are weaker to pierce, then I'm gonna go with the halberd. Okay, they have 35 resistance to all physical damage and 20% to all elemental damage except Holy. Holy is higher. So, Fire Halberd maybe? I have 146 damage with this one. If I go with the halberd, with the same Ash of War, heavy infused, I get 161 already. 186. 207. Yeah, I really need to use the halberd then. I'm sorry guys, but it's halberd time. Having more range will be useful on that fight because I need to keep my distance. I can't get hits because I'm naked and they are really strong. Fucking hell, dude! How can you have so much range on your weapon? Are you still following me? Thank you. Yes, I did. It was pretty fun. But not that interesting. The Night Cavalry is just a regular quality build, so I had 50 strength, 50 dexterity, and was using regular weapons. I was just using all of the Ashes of War that the Knight's Cavalries drop, and both of their weapons, and yeah, that's it. It's not very interesting to do a pure physical damage build, because that's usually how the game is supposed to be played. Pure physical damage builds are pretty easy. So it wasn't very challenging or anything. Just the start of my run, because I went straight to the first Knight's Cavalry, naked with only a straight sword. And I killed him for the flail, which is the first weapon. Yeah, it's just a knight with normal weapons. Nothing very special, like the Crucible Knights that have magical powers and all of that. Wait, I can't go there. I'm naked. And I don't have a lot of mind. I'm gonna get madness really fast. Okay, I need to wait to go there then. I'm gonna be missing on one sacred tier. But it's alright. Only one sacred tier missing is not a big difference. I can wait to get that later. When I'm not that squishy anymore. I think you can charge the Crucible Knight's Ashes of War. So I need to get the Godfrey icon later to increase the damage on my charged Ashes of War by, I think it's 15%. It's not huge, but it's something. It's pretty useful. I could also try to use the Ritual Sword and Shield talismans, because they are Crucible Knight's gear, technically. So I could make an excuse to use them. And since I'm gonna have a pretty good shield, then I could actually tank damage and keep myself at full HP to take advantage of those effects. Yeah, I always pay attention to the lore to see what else I could use on those challenge builds. Makes them more fun and interesting instead of just being a regular cosplay build. Like, I need to think like a Crucible Knight. What a Crucible Knight would do in this situation? Probably spam Ash of War. That's the only thing they do. And Shield Hug. Yeah, I just need to keep summoning my wings to keep flying. Yes, let's go down here. Fall damage is so weird in this game. As you can see, it's pretty weird. Wait, I'm in the right place? No, I'm not. Okay, so now I'm in a tougher place, so I need to be extra careful. I have no armor, enemies here are way more stronger, and I'm not dealing a lot of damage. Maybe I should change my physic flask. because I'm not gonna be using that anymore. Maybe this is a good idea. Have more stamina. The item on that chest is a rune arc, and I don't need to get that now. I need to keep myself at full health because a lot of things here can easily kill me. It's weird how you mine smithing stones. Like, if you understand anything about the lore in this game, you would know that you're not supposed to be able to mine smithing stones, because smithing stones are just fragments of dragon scales. I guess ancient dragons are so old that their scales became engraved in stone a long time ago. I'm gonna be doing a lot of quit outs here because that's the best strategy I found to get that item as early as possible. Because I don't have enough HP to survive the meteor attack. Well, that's the only explanation I can think of. Yeah, just need to keep closing the game. Some people might call this cheating, but I don't care what people call things. They are usually stupid. And I'm usually right. And I got the item. Fuck you. And without taking damage. Oh, I'm sorry. I step on his face. I'm really not sure if this is an intended feature, but I'm taking advantage of that regardless. It's not hurting anyone. So what's the problem with doing that? Alright, time to fight a duel. Wish me luck. Oh, that's a problem. It didn't had enough time. Dude, why? How I got hit by the other guy. Why he decided to stop fighting the wolf to hit me? You know what? Let's go for the Rotten Stray. Oh, hello cutie. Welcome back. How you doing? Okay, let's drink. Alright then. I hope you had a nice night of sleep. I'm gonna take care of this guy first. And both of them are attacking me at the same time. Okay, you have no poise. I need to be at full health. Okay. Poise break? Oh, thank you. What do you mean, what are we doing? Oh fuck, no! I'm just suffering. As always. Do I have enough time for this? This guy is scary. Okay. I don't know if you remember, but you guys asked me to do a Crucible Knight build. So I'm doing a Crucible Knight build. Okay, one down. And I lost my poise break. Ah, don't worry, it's fine. Don't have to worry, cutie. And I just got it. Okay, I can go do the sealed tunnel. Also, I need to find out where is the golden parry, because I think I can get that. Golden parry. Where can I find it? In capital outskirts, dropped by a teardrop scarab. But where? Where exactly? Alright, Kiri. No rush. I'm gonna be here for a long while. Also, I should get something to eat still. I'm kinda hungry. Okay, now I know where golden parry is. I'm just gonna grab something to eat now. It's gonna be quick. Okay, I'm back. Just had a quick snack. I can go eat actual food later. It was just some potato chips. Nothing special. It's pretty good though. Pretty good. Oh, you like potato chips too? I think they... I think potato chips are one of my favorite snacks. If not in the first place, then definitely on my top 3. Yeah, potato chips are really good. There's a type of potato chip we have down here where they are made in really thin and short strips, like I don't know how to explain. It looks like shredded cheese, but it's very crunchy, really tasty, and yeah, really tiny fries. And then we use that on other things like hot dogs and burgers. You can add to your food. Like there's some really good dishes that's uses that, and it adds a really nice texture and that's taste of fried potato through the whole thing. It's really cool. And I find it so weird how other countries don't have that. I don't even know a word in English to describe what that is. Hey, I need to farm those guys. So let's get elemental damage. How does that sound cursed? It's just potato chips. It's potato. You like that. Potato is good. Okay, damage is good. But my luck is never good. I just need one Smithing Stone 5. Like one extra. When I finally get a drop, it's not a Smithing Stone. I still got hits! Okay, now I have to deal with 2 guys at the same time. Alright, it's only one. Oh, soup is really good. Really good. I love soup. Probably one of my favorite foods. Okay, I finally got the smithing stone that I wanted. I really love soup. Soup is so good. Okay, now I can keep going. I think I'm gonna keep using the Flaming Strike against the Onyx Lord down here. Sounds pretty similar with a soup that I used to make a lot during winter. But it's like potato, bacon, sausage. Also had carrots and green onions, regular onions, a bunch of garlic, like a lot of garlic. What else? Yeah, black pepper, paprika. Bunch of stuff to make the soup way more tasty. Dude, stop! Just let me get out of here! Why I can't make the jump? I still find it so stupid that you have to do that awkward jump to progress. It kind of feels like you're not supposed to make that jump. Just looks like a dead end. So after going down here, I should have 12 smithing stone 5s. I'm sorry, cutie. I know how that feels. It's really common for me to go through the same thing. Have to come up with something different because I couldn't get all of the ingredients that I needed. At least it doesn't happen that much here because food is usually cheap here. Okay, the damage is not bad. Definitely not bad. Yeah, definitely not bad. At least I can keep staggering this guy. Dude, 60 bucks? With $60 I could buy enough food for like 2 weeks to feed 2 adults. Holy shit, dude. Yeah, things are really bad there. Alright, first try. I usually spend $30 to $40 every week on groceries for me and my partner. And that's buying food, sometimes cleaning stuff to take care of the house. Like, I don't need to make a lot of money to live. I guess I should consider taking some Portuguese classes then, in case things get worse down there. I mean, up there. I already have like a couple of friends that are already doing stuff to move down to Brazil because things up there are so bad that they basically don't have any other options. Okay, Golden Parry is supposed to be there, but I have a really high chance of dying. So I'm gonna get the Saint of Grace up here, because I don't want to run all the way back to here. Yeah, and even if it works, I know some Canadians and things there are not much better than the US. It's definitely better, but it's not by a huge difference. And a lot of them are having a lot of problems up there too. Oh, so you're that kind. Where are you? Where's the scarab? Where is the fucking scarab? Wait, they're not teleporting, they just despawned. So I need to reload the game. As I said, it's definitely better, just not a huge difference. Because even though Canada is another country, they're still dealing with a lot of problems being caused by Trump. Trump is not affecting only the US. Where does this guy spawn? Like, they're definitely teleporting, I just don't know where. Hello, Shadow. How you doing, cutie? Okay, where's the scarab? I can't find it. Yeah, unfortunately that guy is causing problems for everyone. Doesn't matter how far away you live. He's not invisible, he's just teleporting. And I'm running out of resources. I'm sorry. Did something happen? Okay, I'm gonna go up there. Okay, maybe if I'm like this. Yeah, I'm still expecting some kind of bullshit. Somehow this is not gonna work. Yeah, it's already teleporting. Yeah, what a surprise. Elden Ring having some kind of unfair bullshit. What a fucking surprise. No, that's something that happens with all scarabs. After they despawn, you can still hear where they disappeared. They're not invisible. They actually disappeared. How can I hit this guy? Because I can't get near. It already disappeared. I didn't even came close to him. I'm gonna try. There's no way I can do that. They teleport still fast. That was half of their HP in one go. Here's the problem, they are not teleporting. Okay, I'm gonna go find something else. Also, it says that it's a teleporting scarab. But it's teleporting to where? Where are you going? Where's the other location? Because you're supposed to be able to follow them. Where it is? Where is the fucking scarab? I really can't see where it's supposed to be. Yo, this game can be so stupid sometimes. What does it drop? Golden Parry. Something that could help me to parry the Crucible Knights. But you know what? I think I'm gonna do something else. There's another shield here. And I'm gonna use it. Also, I'm gonna be back in a couple of minutes. I'm sorry for interrupting, but I'm back, and hopefully nothing will take me away from my stream anymore. I hope you guys are still here and having fun. Anyways, I'm still trying to solve my parry problem. There's a good shield here. This one? No. Where's the shield? I think it's this one. I mean, it's not exactly a good shield, but it's a small shield, and they have a good parry. Yeah, this is not great. Let's buy the parry Ash of War from Bernal. In case I want to use parry on something else, like I think the brass shield doesn't start with the parry Ash of War. Hello, Bernal.
Here to learn.
I need parrying. This could be good. What else? This might be useful. That's it.
Well,
Alright. Alright. Um... Let's go talk to Fari. No, Kale. Yeah. I need a bow. I think I can get that scarab if I use a bow. I'm gonna try to get the long bow with mighty shots, just to have a chance
wait, well, you're back.
to kill that in one hit. Why am I taking so many arrows? I'm probably just gonna need one. Where can I get a great bow? Like, I'm only at level 20. I don't know where I could get a good great bow. Or one that I can use it. You guys realize that I probably don't have enough strength to use that one. I need to find an enemy that has a great bow in an early game area so I can farm him. But I can only think about the laying down knights with great bows. If the enemy has a great bow, they usually drop a great bow. So I just need to find an enemy that has a great bow. But they are not very common in the early game. Like, there's red mains. But it's already scaled pretty high up, so I'm probably not gonna be surviving. Then I'm gonna need great arrows, but from where I'm gonna get great arrows? Oh wait, I need to check something. I think I can just make great arrows if I'm not mistaken, like with bones. Um, there is no enemy using great bows there. The only range weapons they have are the knights are using crossbows, and the misbegottens are using a light bow. Yes, I really know all of this just by memory. Well, yeah, but I don't think I have enough strength to use that great bow. That great bow is still great for me. Okay, that's already the breath shield. And hopefully there's a knight with a great bow here. And there's not. Oh fuck. Those guys are strong. Really? No. Okay, what do we have here? Why am I going up here? Okay, so no great bow user here. I know where to find one. In Fort Gale, I think they're supposed to have a great bow user. I'm pretty sure I can use the regular nice great bow. So let's go to Fort Gale and probably die trying. Because enemies here are way more stronger than Limgrave enemies. And I'm still at Limgrave levels. So there should be a guy around here shooting great arrows. And I need to find that guy to get the great bow from him. But where you are? Oh, it's here. Oh my god, that's a really good Ash of War. Let's reset aggro, so I can fight only him. Okay, where's the great bow guy? Let's start with a backstab. That doesn't deal a lot of damage. Really? Alright. He's down. And I got a great bow. And fuck this place. Let me get out of here. Wait, where do I get arrows now? I need 20 dexterity. Let's go get the dexterity crystal tier. At least it's here, it's not far. Dude, this side quest is getting so complicated. Okay, so I can farm great arrows from the golem in Castle Morn. Great arrows from Castle Morn. Let's go there. I'm probably just gonna need one, so I don't need to farm. Alrighty, let's go there. I should probably change my Ash of War. I'm probably not gonna be dealing any damage with fire against an enemy made out of stone. Alright, let's go. Wait. Do you sell great arrows? Yes, you do! That's so good! And ballista bolts, if I need it. I'm finally getting lucky. What else can I buy from you? Probably nothing more. Alright then. So... great arrows. Great bow. Alright. Strength and dexterity. Now let's go destroy that annoying guy. Wish me luck, cuties. This is probably still gonna suck. I have taken the wrong path, right? Yeah, probably. Oh, you can't use a great bow on horseback. That's so stupid. I need to get a good sight. So let's go here, probably. And... fuck you. Finally, dude. All of that trouble for just this. Ah yes, there's no sight of graces here. Okay, so let's go do Volcano Manor, Weir Creek. Okay, now explain to me, why do I have 4 people on my follower viewers list, but it's only counting 2 views? I shot with a great arrow. Now I can have golden parry. Yeah, this is supposed to make life easier. Feels like I can parry really fast using this. Yes, it does. That's why I went after that. Apparently, it should have extra parry frames. Or just a better parry window in general. Yeah, I hope so too. Because it would make fighting Ordovis so much easier. You can parry most of his attacks. Siluria, not so much. But it still should be easy to parry Siluria. But yeah, I'm really sorry for taking so long with the setup. I know I should have just used Cheat Engine to give me all the gear. But I don't know, I feel like it's more fun to do it the hard way. Especially when the hard way isn't annoying or anything. It's just gonna be a hard fight. So I'm preparing myself to be able to have a hard but fair fight. Which is something that I'm pretty sure it's not gonna happen. It's really hard to have a fair fight in Elden Ring. I'm not gonna miss that item. It's a Golden Rune 7, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, it's 4. Still good.